Hey everyone, my name is ChrisALOO and welcome to my very first vlog. In this vlog I kind of wanted to give a description of what I plan to do with this YouTube and what's coming up next, what's coming up soon. First and foremost, the things that are coming up soon at the time of this vlog is I've got a lot of horror games planned out. I got a couple more of the Sunky videos ready to go. I find a lot of great pleasure in Sunky, mainly because I'm a big Sonic fan in general. I don't pay attention to the TV shows and such like that too much. It's mainly for me just the Sonic games and growing up with the nostalgia and such like that. So I'm going to be doing a couple more Sunky games. There's Sunky Part 2, Sunky Part 3, and then Sunky EXE, which is sort of like a play on the Sonic.exe thing that they had for creepypastas. I plan to do a couple more of that and continuing it. There's apparently an offshoot. I can't remember the name of it, of like one of Sonic's characters made into a goofy parody like Sunky is. I've got a couple more horror games lined up. I want to make another Slender run to see if I can get the 8 pages total. And Cry of Fear, I'm going to be doing that soon. Passing Pineview Forest is coming up too. I'm going to be doing that. Those look fun. And normally I don't like getting the crap scared out of me, as we've seen with Dungeon Nightmares. That was literally the worst I've ever been scared in my life. That is the most obnoxious reaction I've ever had. I've had people come up behind me and scare me, turn around, and jump, but I have never quite literally jumped out of my skin. That's a new one. Oh, and another couple videos coming up are I'm doing some RuneScape collabs with some people I know on there, some bossing and maybe some skilling. I don't know. It really depends on what everybody wants to do and what I plan to do, as well as doing a bit of a quest guide kind of thing for some of the new quests coming out this year. Because sorry, that was my phone. Because Sliske's game is going to be coming to a close by the end of the year. So I plan on bringing that into the fold. Another thing I wanted to do, outside of telling you what games I'm going to be playing, what direction I'm going to take this channel, is taking a minute to sort of speak to a few members of my fan base, my viewers, and anybody else they happen to share this video with. One of the things that I wanted to try to do with this YouTube that I've seen other YouTubers do, but not for this particular cause. I'm not saying I want to be a maverick or want to be the only one that does this, but it's something that's always resonated with me. It's something that I've always tried to play a crucial role in, even though every time I've tried, it's come back at me and that I've never been able to really do what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to reach out to the YouTube community, to those who suffer from mental illness. I'm not talking about, ADD, or I'm not talking about, mental retardation, things like that, even though I'd love to help them out too. But the main thing I want to reach out to is mental health, like schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, manic depressiveness. And the reason I want to do that is because I have a history of that kind of thing myself. I've been suffering from depression for close to 15 years now, and it's just been diagnosed that I have anxiety just recently. And I know how hard it is to suffer alone with that kind of thing. I mean, whenever I needed somebody during my darkest times, little to no people were there for me, and I was, of course, I didn't value myself enough to ask. I didn't value my own personal standing to ask for help. I was too lost in it. As a matter of fact, a couple years ago, I was going to start a new life with someone, and her and I went to Ohio, where I'm from, and we were going to start a new life, and she abandoned me up there, and I stayed with my grandmother, and my depression had just, not to say that event caused my depression, but it certainly didn't help it. and I locked myself away in a room for literally days, only coming out to use the bathroom and get food. That was literally the only reason I ever left that room. So I know what it's like to shut yourself away and literally have nothing but a computer or a game system or something. And I also know what it's like for the people to have the people around you sometimes be the worst person to talk to. My mother was a big example of that. I'm not going to go into detail about all this mess. I really don't need to. But basically what I'm trying to do is I want to be there, even if just to put a smile on people's faces. I want to be there for people when nobody else will. I want to be there, even if just to make them smile, even if just to make them laugh, just for a moment, lessen the pain that they have, and give them something to smile at. And eventually in the future, whenever I get whenever we get enough of a fan base, enough of a subscriber base and viewer base, I want to do some charity live streams, raise money for mental health awareness. There was one that I saw, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, and I really don't feel like taking up the time of this vlog to do that. But I do know that we all know at least one person who suffers from mental illness. We all do. At least one. Some of us are sufferers ourselves. And I know what it feels like to be alone in a world where you're physically surrounded by people, but they might as well not be there at all. I know what that's like. I know how that feels. So I want to reach out to those kind of people who suffer like that, like I do, like I did, and like I continue to do. So, and I want to advise all the people that are watching this who do suffer, please take the necessary steps you need to get better. Your life is valued, your voice is valued, your thoughts are valued. But you need to get the help you need, whether that be straight up just talking to a friend, talking them through that, medication, or even just standard therapy, or any combination of the three. I want to see you better. I want to see you all healthy and happy. And I know I physically can't see all of you. I want you all to be happy. I want you all to live prosperous lives. And more than anything, I want you to reach out to people who are suffering. That's what I wanted to do with this video, with this entire YouTube, this entire channel, is to reach out to people who need it the most. Even if it's just so much as saying, hey, laugh at this. You guys will like this. Why not play this game? That kind of thing. And if I can go so far as to do charity, if we can raise some money for charity, that'd be fantastic too. That would make our efforts tangible to more than just one person. That's what I would like to try to do, is just reach out as much as possible to a community that I am all too familiar with, that I know how much it hurts to be a part of. You're not just a statistic. I can never really get that word out. You're not just numbers on a graph. You're not just the next one to fall in the long line of people who will fall. You're more than a number. You are alive. You're a life. Period. There's no getting around that. You are a life. And you are valued. You are loved. Just ask the people around you. And if the people around you are the cause of these issues, do what you can to separate yourself from them, or get better, or get healthy, or something. Everybody has their own means to do what they do. Everybody has their own path to betterment. For some people it's medication, some people it's therapy, some people it's just talking to somebody else, and for some it's a combination of all three. But first and foremost, only you know when you need help. Only you know when you should get help. Only you know. Sorry, my screen went dark. But above all else, I want to reach out. I want this channel to grow so that it can reach out reasonably to more than just one person, to more than just one individual. Even though just helping one person would be more than I could ask for. If I can provide someone who suffers, who fights a battle that nobody sees, if I can just reach out to that one person and make them smile, then that's all that matters. But if we can do more, we should. We should band together to save ourselves, to save those around us. Hold hands with these people and let them know they're not alone. Let them know that somebody's working hard to raise as much awareness for their condition as possible so that we can get them the help they need, so that they can get the opportunity to get the help they need. That's what I'm trying to do with this. That, and I love playing these games. These games are so much fun. They really are. They're cheap, free, mostly, the ones I've gotten. They're easy to run. Oh, sorry. It's been a long day. But, I love playing these games. They're so much fun. A lot of intricacy. Never really liked having my pants scared off until just recently playing these games. It used to be that I'd avoid them altogether, avoid horror games and such like that. Now it's I go to Game Jolt and I go to Steam and I look up horror games because I'm a glutton for punishment. But so yeah, that's what this vlog is about. What's coming up next, things I'd like to do, and the ultimate goal of all of this: to provide you guys with entertainment and help those who suffer from mental illness. It's a big thing of mine. If I can do charity work for other things like cancer or AIDS research, I'll do it. I have no qualms about it. But more than anything, the audience I want to try to reach is those with depression and anxiety. So with that said, I would ask that you like, subscribe, share, whatever, especially with somebody who suffers from mental illness. Let them know that they're not alone and that somebody cares about them. Well, that's all I've got planned for this, as a matter of fact. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and share this video, show it to someone who needs it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.